I want to play this. I want to talk about this. This is a couple of them will be chiming in here, but the vast majority of this is going to come from Sara Haines as she talks here about this issue of abortion, the beginning of life, and how that and her messed up perception of reality relates to one another. Here it is.
Well, and this example should be one of the easy ones because this actually also risked her future fertility, and she wants to grow her family more. And of course, the baby is going to pass, all those things. But it's also not a universal truth when life begins. One example is there are Jewish women suing in Kentucky because according to Jewish law, a fetus is regarded as part of a mother's body until it begins to leave the womb. People aren't doing this lightly. Like, this is not something where they're sitting around engaging in this. Only 1% of abortions occur after 20 weeks. 93% occur in the first trimester. And I tend to think when people say, well, it's God's will, it's a miracle, it's life. If it's God's will on the way in, it should be God's will on the way out too. That brings into question, are you taking heart attack medication? Are you treating your cancer? Are you dying when he said you should? Because if we're going to argue about life in, let's be honest about life out. Yeah. Don't go to the hospital if you're hurting because it was God's will. Well, like, I don't like the inconsistencies and the hypocrisy when people weaponize religion on this issue.
And that's why we shouldn't be in a theocracy.
Right. Sonny Hostin chiming in.
The Republican Party, in many respects, is sort of leaning on the evangelicals for this argument. And I myself am Catholic. I have mentioned many times I'm pro-life. I've received a lot of hate mail for it. Okay. That's my personal position. But there has to be a separation between.
Well, I want to briefly.
Yeah. So there's lots of cans of worms they opened up there.